Hello friends, welcome to VDS Tech Lab. So this is the continuation of API terminology series. So this is part 8. In the previous part we had already discussed so many things here. What is HTTP methods, APIs, resources endpoint versus resources, idempotency, what is idempotent methods, base URL, endpoint. These are things API versus web services. These are the things we had discussed. Okay, now in this video we'll discuss about what method properties, HTTP method properties. So for each and every method, HTTP method, there is some certain properties are there, and few common properties and important properties that we are going to discuss here. So before discussing the properties, we need to know a request and response body. In some method we requires a request body. In some method we do not require a request body, but a response we are always getting, whether we are giving response body or not, request body or not, but response always we are getting. So here these lines says a request body is data sent by the client to your API. A response body is the data your API sends to the client itself. Your API almost always has to send a response body, but client don't necessarily need to send a request body all the time. Okay, so now safe method means, what is safe method actually? Let me tell you this thing. So safe method are HTTP method that do not modify resources. For instance, if we are using get or head on a resource URL, should never change the resources. That means it won't change the resource representation at all. Okay, so this is safe method. And now cacheable method, it boosts the performance. I mean, it improves the performance. So cacheable response in an HTTP response, a cacheable response is an HTTP response that can be cached, that is stored. I mean, that is stored to be retrieved and used later, saving a new request to the server. So when next time it will execute, the performance will be far better. Okay, the status code of the response is known by the application caching and it is considered cacheable. Okay, now next one is idempotent HTTP method. Okay, and idempotent HTTP method is a method that can be invoked many times but without different outcomes. Okay, it would not affect at all how many times we are going to execute, the result will remain same. It should not matter if the method has been called only once or 10 times over. The result should always be same. Okay, though as idempotent method I have deal here complete, I mean in details in this video, what is idempotent and safe HTTP methods. Completely I have shown here in the tabular format which method is safe, which method is idempotent. It is not necessary that the method is, if the method is idempotent then that method is safe or vice versa. So you can go through these here itself to know details about idempotent. Okay, yeah, so that's all in this video. We'll meet in next video for a new concept for HTTP, I mean for API related. Okay, so thank you, thanks a lot.